First, it was time. Now the FT has named Elon Musk its Person of the Year for 2021. But Senator Warren, obviously not a fan, takes a shot at Musk by tweeting, "Let's change the rigged tax code so the Person of the Year will actually pay taxes and stop freeloading off everyone else." Musk fires back in a series of tweets. And if you opened your eyes for 2 seconds, you'd realize I will pay more taxes than any American in history this year. Don't spend it all at once. Oh, wait, you already did. Also says, you remind me of when I was a kid and my friend's angry mom would just randomly yell at everyone for no reason.
That was great. He is a kinder, gentler Musk, by the way. But can we just say that she's now picked on two people who have paid their taxes and been incredibly generous, Musk and Lee Cooperman, that it would be time. It's time to turn the guns on the cheesy, cheap guys who make billions and do nothing.
Okay.
Why are you?
By the way, it's possible for them both to be right. He is paying more in taxes probably in 1 year than anybody's ever paid because of the gains.
But she's saying he doesn't pay tax. She said Lee Cooperman's not that. You know,
at the same time, there are, as we know, plenty of the wealthiest people in this country who pay far less than a typical W-2 employee would pay. We know that.
Do you want Pecora hearings?
I don't know.
It's time for the Pecora hearings, where we bring down the 5 richest people and find out what the hell they're doing. Well, do you know we actually had that in our country? We had a series of hearings bringing in rich people, like the Singer sewing machine inventor. Yeah. What are you doing? You know, we passed rich people in the 30s. But, you know, then it was like a Great Depression. We had 24% unemployment. We do not have that same circumstance.
So is there some kind of escape velocity where you can be so wealthy that the percentage of money you're paying in taxes becomes immaterial because you're just so rich? You can say, well, I've paid more than anyone ever.
I think there is, but I also think that there's always been – this is something that when I worked with Larry Kudlow, who now works for another network, but he was – very influential with President Trump. He was my partner, Kudlow and Cramer.
We know who he is. What did he say?
He said, everybody wants to be rich in the country, so don't take that away. He said, people want to be super rich. You know, don't blast the rich because everybody wants to be them.
All true, and you hope that's
like look. Do I want to be Elon Musk? I mean, he's up there with X, his kid at the time, having a great time.
Yeah.
Yes.
You've had a good run. You shouldn't want to be anybody.
But I don't want to be.
You don't?
David, can we bring
you
it
just
back?
said, do I want to be Elon Musk? And the answer was yes, and now you're saying no.
No, let's bring it back to policy, David.
Okay.
Let's stay focused.
Okay.
I think that Senator Warren uniquely is decided to pick on the rich, and that I don't know if it really resonates in this country. I think what resonates in this country is that Musk has taken back the manufacturing mantle from the Germans and the Chinese.
Although social mobility in this country is not particularly high, as you well know. People do not often escape their ceiling
hence
in
the
terms of
Starbucks,
earnings.
hence the unionized Starbucks versus 1918 that weren't unionized?
We all hope that there is enormous ability to create great wealth, but that doesn't typically come actually through the numbers.
And you know what what country has the greatest upward mobility?
No, I don't.
China. 800 million people became middle class.
That is true.
There's a new place, a new construction project that's not doing well. We have these construction companies that, boy, she must hate these guys.
But you're in favor of a tax system that would be viewed as fair by all, right?
I don't know. I'm in the 54% bracket.
I know. By the way,
look, I ain't got nothing to complain about. I'm doing well. Okay. I mean, do I want to pay 60? No. But there's other people who should
resident. You're going to be there if you're a W-2
Jersey
resident.
I'm a Jersey resident and a New York resident, which is why my taxes are the highest in the country.
Yes.
Because New Jersey's deemed me a resident and New York's deemed me a resident.
We got no workarounds, right? I mean, even at a law firm now, you can somehow figure out a way to avoid the SALT tax. Partnerships are figuring out ways to do that. We can't.
SALT to me is the old anti-nuclear.
And then obviously you still have carried interest if you are a member of a private equity or even some hedge funds that benefit from it, although they're
shouldn't Senator Warren just focus on that? Shouldn't she just focus on Democrats get a lot of money from them, hedge funds?
And there's no, by the way, in the state tax or, the carried, you're not, the basis is not changing. Remember that?
Right, but to go back to Carl's point, I mean, I still think you take a guy like Musk. I think Musk is revered in the country. I think he's a real bad target.
Yes, he should be.
Because, I mean, Musk in the end is, if we're going to beat the Chinese and the Russians, who are now an axis, not unlike what they had in 1951, we better support the people who make things and do stuff.
Right. Now, you want to champion our giants. I get that.
Yes.
On the other hand, kind of benefited from a boatload of government subsidies. And he didn't build Tesla in South Africa. He built it here because the U.S. has a few things to offer that maybe you should pay for.
Well, I do think that we do have an imperative in the country to make the skies cleaner. I do think his new cause, which is autonomous driving, is a good one because every time one person is unfortunately a fatal accident that's in autonomous, we've decided that that's no good, but we have many, many stories about people who die in accidents that never get written about. And so I think his autonomous driving is a life-saving venture.
It conceivably could be, although even there he's come in for some criticism in terms of their use only of cameras as opposed to LiDAR or radar and other things that are being pursued by some of the competitors when it comes to autonomy.
Right. Jensen Huang has said over and over again to me when I said, look, when you have a car facing, it's got 3 people that it's going to run over or 1, does it swerve? And he says no, because it never gets in that situation because it's so much better than we are in anticipation.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.